Every year, billions of bushels of corn, wheat, and soybeans are harvested, helping make the United States one of the world's largest agricultural powers. As a major producer and exporter of grain, the United States supplies food, animal feed, and industrial raw materials to global markets. Among them, corn plays a leading role, with tens of millions of acres planted each year. To handle this enormous volume, modern grain elevators are built with receiving pits, bucket elevators, conveyor systems, automated systems, and silos capable of holding millions of bushels. From these facilities, the grain is then transferred onto mile-long trains, river barges, and massive bulk carriers before reaching markets around the world. Before leaving the grain elevator, millions of bushels of grain must go through a precise and impressive handling process. Let's step inside one of the largest grain elevators in the United States to discover what happens behind the scenes. If you enjoy this journey, like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next part. The journey begins immediately after harvest. Grain from the combine harvester is transferred to a grain cart, then loaded onto trucks and transported to the grain elevator. A standard trailer can carry approximately 900 to 1,200 bushels of corn, equivalent to 25 to 35 tons, depending on the type of crop and the weight limits in each region. Throughout the harvest season, convoys of trucks from nearby farms continuously arrive at the facility. To reduce congestion and shorten waiting times, modern grain elevators are designed so that trucks can quickly enter, unload, and leave the facility. Towering above the complex are enormous concrete or steel silos rising like skyscrapers, where massive quantities of grain will be stored before moving on to the next stage. From the outside, this system may appear quite simple, but depending on the destination, the grain will be transported along one of three main routes. The first is by rail. Many large grain elevators in the United States are directly connected to the main railroad network, allowing trains to enter dedicated loading areas right at the facility. Unlike regular freight trains that carry many different types of products, these trains usually transport only grain. A single train can consist of more than 100 covered rail cars, and when fully loaded, its total length can exceed 1 mile. Filling such a long train requires speed, high precision, and close coordination throughout the entire system. Across the United States, thousands of trucks transport grain every day, serving as a vital link for grain elevators located far from railroads and major river transportation routes. While grain continuously moves through the conveyor systems and waterfront silos, another stage is also taking place at the port. From offshore, a massive cargo ship is slowly approaching the dock. Unlike container ships that carry thousands of individual packages, this type of vessel is specifically designed to transport large quantities of bulk cargo, such as grain.
Security. James R. Barker, we'll be inbound to Loop Piers in approximately 30 minutes, spinning off Rice's Point, and backing to the East dock. James R. Barker.
Aerial bridge to the Barker.
James R. Barker.
Yes, you go to 10, please.
Channel 10.
Aerial bridge on 10.
James Barker.
Captain, I need a favor. We got a brand new operator here, and he needs to hear your old horn and feel your old horn. Can you do it?
Oh, yeah. I think we'll have a good one in store for today.
Okay, he deserves it. He's gone through a couple busy weeks. All right, Captain, thanks. That bridge going back 1-6.
Okay, glad to do it. Barker going back to 1-6.
I'm calling the Duluth Aerial Bridge to John G. Munson. John G. Munson, Duluth Aerial Bridge.
We're just about up to Cargill now.
Copy that, Cap. I got eyes on you. I'll get up and out of your way here soon.
Okay, very good, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a safe trip.
At major U.S. grain export ports, massive Panamax and post-Panamax vessels are a common sight. Measuring more than 750 to 900 feet in length, some are nearly as long as 3 football fields placed end to end. Before docking, a harbor pilot boards the vessel to guide it through the narrow channel, while small but powerful tugboats move alongside, helping control and safely maneuver the ship, weighing tens of thousands of tons, into port. Finally, the grain is delivered to a massive loading system, where conveyors, telescopic chutes, and rotating loading arms work together as one integrated system. The operator positions the loading arm directly above the correct cargo hatch, then lowers the chute so the grain flows straight into the ship's hold, reducing dust while distributing the grain precisely where it is needed. Instead of completely filling one hold before moving to the next, operators continuously change the discharge position to distribute the grain evenly. The loading arm moves from side to side, while bulldozers or specialized equipment inside the hold level the cargo. Throughout the process, the vessel's draft, balance, and stability are closely monitored. Every ton of grain loaded and the weight in each hold are recorded accurately. Every stage is carefully calculated to ensure safety and maintain loading speed. Some export ports can handle more than 100,000 bushels per hour, allowing a Panamax vessel to receive a full load in just 1 to 2 days, depending on the size of the ship and the capacity of the port terminal. Once loading is complete, inspectors check the cargo and documentation, after which the cargo hatches are securely closed and the vessel is cleared to leave the port. Tugboats continue to assist the fully loaded ship into open waters, beginning its journey to Japan, South Korea, Mexico, Egypt, Indonesia, and many other markets. The journey of American grain continues. After traveling thousands of miles across the ocean, it arrives at port and begins an entirely new stage of its journey. Like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to follow us as we trace its journey to the final destination.
Lift Bridge, the Federal Yukon. Federal Yukon, Channel 10, please, Captain. Channel 10. Channel 10, how's it going, Captain? Good, we're inbound here in about 30 minutes. Copy that. I've been keeping my eyes on you, Cap. Give about a mile and a half, give me another heads up, and I'll make sure you get up and out of your way. Roger that. Thank you. You're welcome. Lift Bridge, Federal Yukon. Federal Yukon, area lift bridge. Yep, that's a mile and a half. Copy that, Cap. I'll start getting up and out of your way.
Good afternoon, visitors. Right now, arriving through the Duluth Ship Canal, we have the Federal Yukon. The Federal Yukon was built in 2000 by the Oshima Shipbuilding Company of Oshima, Japan. She measures 652 feet in length, 75 feet in width, and 48 feet in depth. She's powered by a 10,700 horsepower, 6-cylinder MAN B&W diesel engine, which gives her a top speed of 14 knots or about 16 miles per hour. She's also equipped with a 900 horsepower bow thruster to aid her maneuverability in port. The Federal Yukon has 6 hatches on her deck, which open into 6 cargo holds located below deck. She has a maximum carrying capacity of 20,400 tons. Above her deck are 3 cranes capable of carrying 33 tons each, which allow her to unload or load general cargo like pallets or project equipment. She is currently operated by the FedNav Corporation of Montreal, Canada, and she is registered in the Marshall Islands. The registered country isn't necessarily where the ship or crew are from, but whose law the ship and crew follows. The Federal Yukon's arriving today to load grain over at Riverland Ag for destinations yet unknown overseas. If you see any crew members on deck, make sure to give them a big old wave and welcome them back to the Twin Ports. What you just heard there was 3 long honks of the horns followed by 2 short honks of the horns. That would be a master salute, kind of a fun greeting between the ships and the bridge here at the canal. Once again, Federal Yukon, built in 2,652 feet long, coming in to load grain. You see any crew members on deck, give them a big old wave and welcome them back to the Twin Ports.
Oh, do you read me on 18, Dan? Yeah, do you read me okay? Yeah, I got you loud and clear. I'll get her slowed down here. Here, I'm going to use the engine. Okay, sounds good. approach. Go ahead. Shutting her down here.
Yeah, I gotta give it a few minutes here to let it settle down, then I'll get in there. Okay, Dan, looks like it's settled down a little bit, so I'll get in there. Alright, we're all set.
From here, wheat continues on to flour mills, where the grains are ground into fine flour to make bread, pasta, and many types of baked goods. Corn is processed into animal feed, breakfast cereals, corn syrup, ethanol, and ingredients used in thousands of everyday products. Soybeans also enter crushing and processing lines to produce vegetable oil and protein-rich soybean meal, an important feed ingredient for the poultry, pork, dairy, and aquaculture industries around the world. Behind this massive flow are silos that are strictly monitored. A single silo can hold around 50,000 bushels. Larger silos can hold 500,000 bushels or more, while massive export complexes can store millions of bushels across dozens or even hundreds of silos. The entire journey from an American farm to a dining table on another continent depends on a massive transportation network. Bucket elevators, conveyors, railroads, barges, export ports, and bulk carriers work almost non-stop to move millions of bushels of grain throughout the global food supply chain. So, the next time you see towering silos beside a railroad or highway, remember that they are more than just storage facilities. They are vital links connecting America's harvests with millions of people around the world. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed it, please continue supporting the channel because there is still so much more waiting to be discovered. Now, let's return to the vast fields of America, where a new harvest season is about to enter its busiest period. In July and August, massive combine harvesters begin moving into the golden barley fields. With their wide cutting headers, they move steadily through each row, cutting the plants and continuously feeding the material into the processing system inside. In just a few seconds, the grain is separated from the stalks and straw through a system of threshing, sieving, and powerful airflow. The clean grain is transferred into the storage tank, while the straw is spread evenly back onto the field behind the machine. Here, timing is the deciding factor. When the storage tank is nearly full, a grain cart immediately pulls alongside to receive the grain while the combine continues moving forward. The grain is then transferred into large trucks waiting along the roadside, and the carts quickly return to the field. No machine operates alone. Combines, grain carts, and trucks coordinate precisely like a carefully planned team, keeping the harvest running almost non-stop. With each pass of the machines, the vast golden fields gradually turn into thousands of bushels of barley, ready for the next stage of the journey. If you were here, would you be more impressed by the power of the massive combines or the almost non-stop coordination of the entire fleet? Let us know below. Thank you for joining us all the way to the end of this journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again on our next agricultural adventure.